Paul Rudd, man.
He's a good guy.
He is a pretty. He's one of those actors that not many people hate. Have you ever seen the movie Mute?
No.
It's literally that's the movie. It's called Mute. It's a Netflix original, and it's like it's set in. But trust me, there's a good point to it. I promise. But it's a Netflix original, and it's set in like Neo Berlin. It's set in the future, and it's Neo Berlin, Germany, and it's about this guy who's mute, and he's in love with this girl, and they're living together and stuff. They're madly in love with each other, and she goes missing, and it's not a comedy. The whole movie is about this mute guy going throughout Neo Berlin trying to find his girlfriend, and he's like fighting these gangs and all this shit. But here's the kicker: Paul Rudd is the villain.
No way.
I fucking swear. And not only is he the villain, but he's so good in the movie that you actually fucking hate him. He's a piece of fucking shit, dude. And I've never seen him play anything even close to this. To this day, I've never seen him either before Mute or after Mute. I've never seen him play a character.
So who played the mute character?
Do you remember the blonde guy who played Tarzan, the live action Tarzan?
Yeah, what's his name? He's like the Swedish guy.
Yes. He plays the mute
and he's
character.
so hunky.
Yes, very pretty guy. Very pretty guy.
He was in True Blood.
Yes. He was like the rival vampire in True Blood. Yeah, same guy. He plays the mute guy.
I can't believe I can't think of his name right now.
I've never known that guy's name.
And so he didn't have any lines?
He does towards the end. Without giving anything away, there's something that happens where like somebody fixes his throat at like the very end of the movie, and you hear his throat. But it sounds very robotic because like they just fix it with like a machine.
Gave him a voice box.
Yeah, pretty much like just some voice, and it's it's set in the future, so he sounds like some like crazy robot, but it sounds like
he's
him
still sexy, even with a voice box.
Very, very good looking guy. Very good looking guy. It's funny. This is like literally the first minute of the movie, so this is literally not giving anything away. But he loses his voice because he's like in like a boating accident, and I think like the rudder hits his throat, and his family is Amish, and they won't take him to the hospital. So that's why he can't talk.
Amish.
Yeah, dude. I swear to God, and that's like literally the first 30 seconds. It opens with that shot. So like, yeah, his family's Amish, and they won't let the doctors operate on him. They're like, no, God will heal him. He's fine. And he's like fucking 5 years old. His neck is like fucking flopping open, and he's like dying. They're like, God is with him. He's okay.
Isn't it like Alex Skarsgård or something like that?
Probably. I've legitimately never known this guy's name.
It's like a very Swedish name.
Wouldn't surprise me. He looks like Swedish. He looks like a Swedish.
A Swede.
Yeah, a fucking Swede. So yeah, I want to say the ending of Get Him to the Greek was really gay.
The gayest.
Like that shit was lame, dude. When he was like talking to, I don't even remember the character. I remember Aldous Snow's name. What was the guy's name? Danny or some shit like that.
Yeah,
was Jonah Hill's character, and he's talking to him, and he's telling him, "This is all I got, mate. I gotta go on stage and do the concert. My arm is broken in 14 places, mate." And it got like just so fucking sappy.
Yeah.
He's like, "This is what I love to do. It's so sappy and weird, yeah." That shit, I'm not really with.
Yeah, they could have did without that.
It could have just went straight to him on stage. Something funny could have happened. He trips in the audience. I think it would have been funny if they would have did like an homage to Michael Jackson, and he caught on fire, like the Pepsi commercial. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's hard to follow Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
That was a good movie. That was a very good movie.
It's hard to replicate that.
Mila Kunis, man. You know, something about, is it Kirsten Bell or Kristen Bell? Kristen Bell. Something about her. I just cannot stand that chick.
Really?
She's very pretty, and she has her moments, but more times than not, when she's in something, I'm like, I just find her very annoying. Something about her. Now, don't get me wrong. Given the opportunity, I'm going to knock the bottom out of it. But I don't think she's a very good actress, no.
I like her.
Yeah.
I think she's a good comedic actress.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, even forgetting Sarah Marshall, I didn't think she was all that funny. She was in funny scenes and funny stuff happened to her. But I don't think she herself is funny. Like if somebody gave her a scene in a movie and they were like, make this work, I don't think she could pull it off.
I do. What was that sitcom that she did?
The Good Place? Is that what you're talking about? I've seen a couple episodes of it.
I thought she was pretty good in that.
You know what's funny is I've seen a couple episodes of it. I thought it was a complete piece of shit. Every single person that I've ever heard talk about that show says it's fucking awesome. They love it. They love it. I honestly feel like it's me. I'm Taylor Swift. I'm the problem. It's me. It has to be because every single person I've ever heard talk about that show fucking raves about it. And I've never thought it was funny.
Yeah, it was whoever wrote the show, team-wise, they're brilliant. I thought.
It's probably the same fucking writers from 30 Rock. That's a fucking funny show. That was a great show.
So let's talk about the lawsuit after Cassie. That dude.
What, the Little Rod Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That one came with some clout. That one, I didn't read through it personally. I guess you can go online and read through the whole lawsuit. But I keep seeing cuts, TikTok cuts of the different allegations against him in that lawsuit with like, they have photo, he's got video evidence, like enough to make the feds go raid his house.
yeah, that's what he's claiming.
This dude is the hero.
Yeah, and
He came with receipts and he was like, you're not gonna fucking pay me off.
Yeah. And he also,
I'm not going away.
I think also he has 50 Cent backing him too.
Maybe.
Because
He's got somebody helping him feel brave.
yeah, I think it's 50 Cent because think about it, with the Little Rod Jones lawsuit coming out, and just like you said, prior to the Cassie video, people might have still been scared to speak out on Diddy. And 50 Cent had been talking about Diddy for a long time. He makes fun of him in public all the time. Then he was also posting stuff about his documentary. His production company has been making shit ton of documentaries for years now. And I think it would be like how 50 Cent has even said online, like, I will pay good money for anyone who's got photos, videos, anything. So if Little Rod was thinking about coming out in some sort of court case, don't you think it would make sense to hit up 50 Cent prior? You know what I mean? And have somebody who's like as big of a media mogul as 50 Cent to kind of have him as backup to keep Diddy away from him, kind of. Because 50 Cent would look at him like this guy is vital to my documentary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Could be right. It's not a bad theory.
Yeah. So I think there's definitely something to that. For sure. I don't know. Little Rod, that one's a tough one, man, because there were pictures of him getting felt up by Cuba Gooding Jr. at like a yacht
I know,
party.
and that's what's the most disappointing in all this is you seeing all the names associated with him, and you just automatically feel like they're nasty.
I gotta hit a Dave Chappelle on that one. Cuba Gooding Jr. is a rough one, dude.
Usher's the other one,
Well, see, Usher's a victim though, ain't he?
but still,
Cuba Gooding Jr. is on Diddy's side.
true that.
You know what I mean? Like, God, I've been saying like, Little Rod Jones, he came out and was saying stuff about Diddy having people, like sexually assault him, stuff along those lines and this and that. And then all of a sudden these Cuba Gooding Jr. photos come out. Cuba Gooding Jr.'s like got his hand on his shoulders. You know, that's a little sussy. That's a little sussy, if you ask me. Doesn't get any more sus than that.
Wow. It just blows my mind that someone with that celebrity status felt comfortable enough, even though Diddy's parties are private, you're still doing it in front of a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
Where there's going to be opportunities for people to take pictures or videos, and he felt comfortable enough in his environment to be himself.
I don't know, man. I really do think that there might be something to the whole Diddy being very explicit about no cell phones at his parties. You know, or maybe cell phones at the party, but no cell phones at the after party. You know, because I would imagine in these lavish Hollywood things, events, shindigs, whatever the fuck you want to call them, parties, whatever, that the crazy stuff's not happening at the party, because the party is probably where the media coverage is. TMZ is going to be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then the after party, that's the invite that you have to get invited by somebody who was invited.
And hold my fart like a bong rip.